have a problem on this one, and I'm gonna try and fix it with this kit. On the rear here, see, I hope you can see it. There's a gap. I already pulled the screw out. This thing is getting open. The screw over here, I pulled it out. It's torn out, so this thread is torn out. I think it's in the top one. So we're going to dismantle everything and put new thread in there. And that's what this kit is for. I'm gonna show you how it works. It's a thread repair kit, and it's for an M4. You have these in different sets, M3, M4, M5, and so on. So I'm gonna take this all apart, and let's see if we can repair this cheap. I have to repair it because this is open and the sand is coming in there, so my diff is going to be destroyed afterwards. So I have to repair it. Real dirty. Let me see how this is in. This looks rather good. Yeah, this looks rather good. But I have to clean this all up. Well, I took everything apart, and you can definitely see there's a lot of sand going in there, because this was a little open, and you can see the sand in here too. That's not so good. So this is the screw that tore out, and that's this screw. So this tore out over here, and we're going to try and fix that. Otherwise, you have to buy a complete part like this, without this, of course, and body posts. And I don't want to do that, because the part is still good. Everything's still good except for that. And maybe we can fix that with that repair kit. Also going to clean up this thing here, because sand, yeah, that's not good for the diffs. It's not real good. So I'm gonna clean that up, and then when everything is done, I'll get back to you. I clean it up a little bit, so that's okay, and it's all mounted up. And this thread over here is busted. This screw goes in there, and I tried to Loctite it in there, but put some super glue on there, but it goes in there because it always comes loose, and I don't want that. So the purpose of this kit is you have these tiny little things here, these things, and this threads in the screw, see, like that. And now you're going to say, yeah, but it's only this thread that you're going to gain. No, we're going to do some more. How do you mount these things up? Easy. You take the drill bit that's provided in the kit. You drill the hole out. So you're going to enlarge the hole with this drill bit. So always use the provided drill bit. This is very important. Then you have a thread. You use this one, and you thread this plastic. This thread is the same as the outside thread from this part. See? Then you take this this tool here. This is the tool to thread this thing in there. You mount it up. Okay, it's very tiny. You mount it up like this. See? You thread it in there, and as you can see over here, there's a notch, or there's something that's sticking out. You see? I hope the thing focuses over here. Then you take the other tool, it's this one, and you stick it in there, and you break that off with this tool. Because this is long, this is a deep hole. See how deep this hole is? This big. See? I'm going to put more than one of these in there. Several. So first I'm going to put one in there. Then I'm going to use this tool, this one, break that thing off, then put another one in there, use that tool again. With this tool you put it in there, you thread it in there until you feel that it's stuck. Then you break the point off, and then you make the complete, a longer screw with this thing. And I hope this will succeed. If this doesn't succeed, I have a problem. But I think it can work. The threads over there, you see, they are gone. They are completely gone. If it doesn't work, you have to buy another one. I did it off camera because I wanted to have steady hand. Now I can turn it out. This is the that was a drill bit that came with the box. Now we have to put this in there. I'm going to do that with drill too. So I'm going to do this off camera because I want to have a steady hand, and I'm not going to do this on camera, and I want to get it straight in there. It's very important that it's straight. If it's like this, crooked or like that, yeah, it's going to mess up. So I hope it worked. So it cut in there pretty deep, so I can see some threads in there. There are some threads in there, you can see. I hope it's, see, that's good. So now we're going to take the first one. We're going to take that special tool here, like that, and turn it in there. And I hope this is going to work. And I can already feel it taking, you know, gripping, you know what I mean? That helicoil, or how do you call it, is working. I'm gonna put that in there. It's completely in there. And it's a little bit of trial and error, you know, feeling with this. I used this little tiny thing here and stuck it in there. I don't know if you can see it in there. I think you can see it in there. It's in there pretty deep. You can see this thing sticking downwards from the top, and I have to get it out. Now it's time for this tool here. You shove it in there, and you heard that. So now I'm going to try and put another one in there. Again. Use that one and turn it until it stops. It's stuck there. It's not going any further, so I'm not going to over tighten it. That's not the way it's supposed to be. And let me see if you can see it. Yep, there it is. It's sitting in there. I'm going to use that little tiny thing here again, and let me see if I can break it. I think I need a hammer. You definitely need a hammer to break the second part. And now I'm not going to turn another one in there. I'm going to see if it fits, if it works. Yeah. Yeah, it works. It works. So I'm going to put another one in there. I'm over the moon now. Great. I think I can shove another 2 ones in there. Maybe I should have gone a little deeper. I don't know.
10 seconds later.
I cleaned everything up, and I did 4 of them in there in total, and you can see there it's sitting in there. Look, and I'm going to enlarge it a bit. See how it looks in there. And the part that comes off there is this tiny thing that you knock out of there. That's just to throw away. And now we have to mount everything back up, and I hope that it all holds. So I'm going to turn that screw in there once again to see if the threads line up, but I think they will. If they're not, lining up. I need to buy another part, but I think it will work out. I hope. You can definitely feel that it's more, how do you call it? It's a struggle, more struggling to get it in there because it's metal on metal now, and it's not on plastic. If it's plastic, it turns a little smoother than this, but it works. It works good. So, and it's in there, you know. It's really in there. So I'm gonna take that out with the machine. Put it in there with the machine. It's struggling to get in. It's not struggling, but you can definitely feel there's more resistance. But that's okay. That's all mounted up. Now clean this. Yeah, it's not so good. And then mount it all back up.
5 minutes later.
Everything is cleaned up and everything is put together. 2 screws here in the front are not completely in there, a little tight. Now for the moment supreme, you know what I mean. I'm going to mount this screw over here and see if it tightens up. I'm going to turn up real slow because I don't want to damage the threads. And we're going to see if this gap closes on. If it closes, things made, you know. We repaired it with the thread repair kit. So it's sticking on there and it's closing up, and I'm going to take this with the hand, of course, tighten it slowly. And you can definitely see it closing up, and I can put a real good amount of force on there. That's more than enough. It's closed. So we successfully repaired this. So I'm going to get all the screws in there. Tighten them real up because these are still in plastic. And tight is tight when you go into plastic. And over here, last one. Fixed. Mount everything up, and this part is restored. And these things cost practically nothing. Link down below, of course, from the products that I use. She's all back together again, and it's not much more work than if I had to replace that complete shock tower, but it's cheaper anyway. So I did a full cleanup, not a full cleanup, but I did a cleanup on the rear and everything, and the front was still good. The lid is a little bit busted, but I have another one coming, and it's going to be the blue one. So let me know what you think of this kit. This is a kit you have to have. That's my opinion. Buy it when you have the chance. I'll put a link from several kits down below. This is an M4 by 07. You can also buy kits from M3, M4, M5, and so on. And most of the time you're going to need M3 and M4 and M5, of course. I don't know what the part will cost me normally if I would buy a new one, but it would be easily 10, 15 bucks, I think. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.